Isn't this a great way to start out your week? I mean, really, coming out, hanging out in spiritual community with individuals that are about it, about the capital It, the presence, the love, the peace, the joy, the harmony, the wisdom, the intelligence, the prosperity, the health, the wellness, and the well-being. Isn't it wonderful to be in community and allow your soulful intentionality to be amplified and magnified? Isn't that great? Look around and see who's with you. Don't take these beings for granted. Don't take each other for granted. I mean, like fall in love with the God within each other. Meet that God presence. And the only God you'll ever meet is the God that you harbor. That's what Ralph Waldo Emerson taught, that the only God you ever meet is the one you harbor within inside of yourself. So as you get in tune with the presence of God, you'll see it in others and you can embrace it more fully and more completely. And so look at that being sitting right next to you, because they're going to represent the entire congregation, whether they're live streaming, whether they're on Facebook Live technology, or whether they're right here in the room. Just look at that being. Look at them up and down. Don't judge. Just look. They're looking at you too. Now, as you look at that being, just say, "Oh my God." Oh my God. There's so much beauty radiating from you. There is so much joy emanating from you. There is so much power emerging from you. Abundance and elegance is flowing through you. You know what? All of your needs are met. If you don't know it, all of your needs are met. And it's emerging right now. That we may change the world for the better. And anchor our gifts on this planet. Let's be about this. Together. In the here and now. And so it is. Amen. Touch and agree. High five, handshake, embrace. And feel into the presence of this divine celebration. You know, what's beautiful about ageless wisdom is that when gatherings such as this come together, we don't come together lamenting lack. We don't come together begging God to give us anything. We come together to celebrate that which the presence of God is perennially giving. We're celebrating that God is always God. We're celebrating that God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. We're celebrating that God is not a man in the sky, but a presence that's involved in, through, and as all of us. So we come to celebrate this. And in the vibrational frequency of celebrating the divine, it becomes active within us, and we get to reveal what the presence of God is perennially giving, radiating, and shining. So we stand in a bold assertion that we are celebrants of the divine presence, anchoring the realm of ever-expanding good on earth as it is in the mind of God, and coming to an ever-increasing awareness of what it means to be a perfect divine idea held in the mind of God. And that there is a divine sense of perfection about us. There is a divine ideal. There is a perfect pattern. There's a template of which cascaded from the mind of the infinite, unique, mind you, but perfect, and is seeking to unfold and express itself, just as the snowflakes are all unique, emanating from the same substance. Every snowflake is emanating from the same substance, but they're all unique. You are all unique expressions of the presence of God, individualized expressions of wholeness and wellness and well-being and all of the spiritual qualities. And though from time to time you dim your light, put yourself down, talk bad about yourself, pick up the debris and the beliefs and conversations that others you think may be having about you, nevertheless, there is something about you that is untouched and untarnished by pseudo-reality, and you're here to remind yourself about that and to celebrate that into expression so that you will rise up out of the ashes of your own negative self-reflection and stand in awareness that if God is for you, there is nothing against you. Nothing whatsoever. And all that you're ever fighting is your own projection onto reality from the dirt and the grit and the dust that you may have caught to a degree, developed a kind of a spiritual astigmatism, so you're not seeing yourself properly, and then you experience that in the world. Not today, not today, not today. No. We're stepping up into greater awareness of our oneness with God. And we're standing, as the theme of the month would indicate, that we're moving from the mere improvement to unfoldment and coming to an understanding of having our own personal revelation. What do I mean by that? Oftentimes we fall prey to wanting to improve upon ourselves. Nothing wrong with that. We fall prey to wanting to reinvent ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. But oftentimes that's just on the surface. It's cosmetic. It's adorning something that's already beautiful. It is sometimes falling and trying to fit in to what the world wants us to be. We don't want to improve ourselves to the degree that we're fitting into what someone else wants us to be. We're going from improvement to unfoldment. What does that mean? When you take a rose seed and plant it in the soil, the rose seed isn't improving itself. The rose seed isn't reinventing itself. Something within is already within the seed. There's an idea, there's a pattern, a perfect pattern, an idea, a template. It's already there. And that pattern, under the right condition, unfolds to reveal the perfect nature that's already there. We spend a lot of time trying to improve ourselves rather than going deep within our own soul and discovering what's already perfect there and allowing that to unfold to become more of itself through us. So you are not here to merely improve. You are here to unfold to your greatest yet to be. And then you come to an understanding about improvement. All real and meaningful improvement means that you let go of something. It means that something, a belief, a perception, an idea, a thought that you were holding on to about yourself or about reality or about God, that has been diminished. It's been dissolved. And what looks like improvement is really letting go of something that is false, something that is not real. So through your spiritual practice of affirmative prayer, sacred meditation, of which many of you were at the retreat with us, and a number of you always make it for the meditation service at either 6:30 or 8:30 or 11, you come to an understanding that as you're sitting there and you're contemplating the divine within yourself and you're bringing your attention back to reality over and over and over again, and every time you do that, it is victorious to the expansion and the having dominion over your attention. Something occurs and you begin to have a personal revelation of the sacred truth that you formerly believed. In other words, you cannot ride on the coattails of someone else's personal revelation. They can inspire you. They can encourage you. They can teach you. But at bottom, you have to have your own personal revelation of that which is real, or you'll be tossed and turned by the vicissitudes of life and have no anchor in the realm of the divine. It'll all be theory to you. And so when you are doing your inner work, there comes a moment where something opens up within you, and now you know something that you formerly believed. You are doing your inner work. You are coming to celebrate. You are participating in high conversation. You are praying. You are entering into service. You're doing all of this to have a personal revelation that is constantly unfolding in and as you. Revelation is not one and done. That aha that becomes integrated within you is forever. God is infinite. Love is infinite. Peace is infinite. Abundance is infinite. When you have a personal revelation of a sacred quality within you, and you continue to nurture it and enter into a way of life through spiritual practice, that revelation continues to unfold. As I was explaining this at the meditation retreat, and I went back to one of my original awakening moments that allowed me to see that we're surrounded by a presence that loves us so deeply and so profoundly. And every time I kind of try to go and talk about that, tears would emerge from my eyes because it's continuous, a continual touching of that realm and integrating, and it constantly nourishes you. You are praying for a personal revelation of what you believe is true. You believe God is all there is. You believe God is for you and there's nothing against you. You believe that the presence of God it carries the essence of all of these sacred qualities. You have a belief that this presence never comes and goes, doesn't compromise itself, doesn't contradict itself. You believe all of these wonderful truths, but you have to have a personal revelation of it. And so you become still enough, prayerful enough, so that it captures you in the midnight hours sometimes. Captures you on the freeway, captures you as you're about to go to sleep, captures you when you're waking up, and oh my God, you see it. Oh my God, you see it, you see it, you see it. And then life begins to be a little bit different for you. You end up standing in an awareness that whatever it is you're moving through, you already know the answer. It's going to be all right. You already know it. Nothing can touch the divine presence. And when it's active, it's within you, nothing can touch you. Because you and God are one. This is your destiny. This is your life. And so when you hear the dimension of the topic that says start strong and stay strong, you're starting off strong. You're right here. First Sunday of the month. You're starting off strong. You made a commitment. You got up. You showered, hopefully. You showered. Some of you were rushing, like, I went to a party last night, I'm just going to go. You know. Okay, only two of you. And you're together. I'm speaking too much here. Okay, listen. You're starting off strong. And it's a beautiful thing because while the rest of the society is on high tide and on good behavior for a couple of weeks with New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to walk, and I'm going to run, and I'm going to eat right, and I'm not going to do sugar, and I'm going to cut back on meat, and I'm going to pray, and I'm going to tithe, and I'm going to be of service. People are on good behaviors for a while, and while they are, you can use that high tide vibration to intensify your recollection, your recollecting of your own intentionality. Intentionality on two levels. One, your intentionality when you pray. I want to wake up to the intense, luminous, beautiful life that is within me. And then your intentionality for how you want to express in the world. I want to reveal more love. I want to reveal more prosperity. I want to reveal more success. I want to reveal more creativity. You use the high tide of this time of the year to augment and magnify and embrace your own intentionality on a regular basis until something clicks in. And you're not even thinking about it anymore. Your way of life is intentional. Your way of life is about growing, developing, and unfolding because expanded consciousness is the new frontier. That's what the new frontier is. It's expanded consciousness. People are running around looking for experiences. It's in themselves. The greatest experience you can ever have is meeting yourself in the depth of your own soul, bare, naked. The light and the luminosity and the beauty of who you are. Expanded consciousness is the new frontier. You'll never be bored with discovering who you are and the depth of who you are as an infinite being, constantly unfolding and expressing and being generative of those qualities. Oh my God. Yes. And then you stay strong. How do you stay strong? Do not let doubt capture your attention. Do not let doubt capture your attention. Do you realize that people are going through life and things are happening, vicissitudes of human experience, all manner of ways that you have to kind of learn to navigate to make it through the world? And oftentimes doubt captures your attention. And you begin to pay more attention to doubt than to faith, doubt than to conviction, doubt than to vision. And that becomes, it kind of hinders your vision for a while. You're living in doubt. And then you think that you can just barrel through life and make something happen. No, that doubt becomes a big obstacle. You end up experiencing it, and then it ends up setting up certain roadblocks within your own unfoldment, and you think it's happening from out there when it's actually you have been captured. Your attention has been captured by doubt. You need just a simple strategy. The strategy is, what am I going to look like when I grow through this mess? When I get through this, what am I going to be about? What am I going to look like? What kind of vibration am I going to be carrying? Because I know I'm going to grow through it. I know I'm coming out on the other side. I already know that. I'm not going backwards. Progressive. I'm progressive. So you go and you ask, what am I going to look like when I grow through this? Your soul will beam back images and feelings and guidance as to what you're going to look like as you grow through this. It's like the seed that's dying to its seedlingness and giving birth to its rosebushness is saying, what am I going to look like when I grow through this? All this dirt around me and I'm falling apart. I don't know what's happening. I'm melting. What am I going to look like? And bam, it sees the rose. I'm going to look like that. And I smell good too? Oh, okay. You ask the universe, what am I going to look like when I grow through this? And then you let your attention be captured by that. Yes. You see, if you want to stay strong, you start strong. You start strong in the morning with your prayer, your meditation, your exercise, your hydration. You start strong. And then you stay strong by letting your attention be captured by what you're going to become as you move through whatever it is you're moving through. So that most of your attention is on what? Possibility. Your attention is on possibility. And then, in the realm of possibility, as Neville likes to teach, the end determines the means. In other words, you start dealing with possibility of your life. And then you start to feel into it. And then that's the end, you see. And then that radiates back all the means that you're going to have to do to get there. Now, you know how most people live? They're down here in the means, trying to figure out what they have to do to get this, to make this happen, to be happy, to get this, to be successful. But they're not in tune with the end already. So they're on their own. Oh, my God, you don't want to be alone in this wild and crazy world. You don't want to be alone when you have to navigate through the turbulence of a society that is sick with consumerism. I mean, the vision that the powers that be have for you, know what their vision is of you? Just to be a consumer and perhaps work in retail. There's nothing wrong working in retail. I'm just saying that the vision is not for you to be creative, innovative, resourceful. The vision is that you just become consumers and just buy stuff. Get into a landfill 2 months later. Pollute the environment. They're making money. You're not even making honey. You know, nothing. No. There's something within you that you have come to deliver. You consider the possibility by asking the right question. You start to feel into it, and then it beams back. It guides you as to what you have to do based on the end. Rather than I'm going to navigate through this to hopefully get somewhere. I'm on my own. I'm in the vicissitudes of life beating down upon me, and I hope things are going to get well. No, you got to start with the end. In the end, all is well. The presence of God. What am I going to be when I move through this, you see? It's what we ask. So if you want to stay strong, do not allow your attention to be captured by doubt, captured by worry, captured by fear, captured by anything less than the all good. And even if you're in the midst of holy caca, I'm talking about some good fertilizer, baby. You'll become so strong if your attention is kept on the presence. Your mind will be anchored in perfect peace if your mind is stayed on the presence. You say, stay there, stay there, stay there. And you become strong in it. Become strong in it. And you already know. Stuff comes up. Shh. God's got this. Shh. Stuff comes up. Shh. That's the way of the world. That's just the way of the world. But inside, there's a strength. There's a vigor. There's a vitality. There's a perennial joy. I'm trying to give you something here. I want you to capture something. I want you to capture that so many people, their joy and their happiness is transitional. It's temporary because it's based on a temporary condition. You change that condition, they're not happy anymore. That is not for the sons and daughters of the Most High. That's right. You are to live in a perennial joy and happiness, not based on condition, but it's based on the new frontier of your expanded consciousness. Yes. You see, you're living there. You're living there. So this is why we can say over the years that this joy, the world didn't give it to me, the world can't take it away. You see, if you have a personal revelation, which is what you're praying about, you're saying in substance, I know I believe all of this stuff. I'm open to a revelation about it right now. I want to know it. I want to feel it. Reveal yourself to me. Show me your face. I'm available. I know you're always showing me the face. I know you're always giving, but I'm opening myself up. I'm asking for help. I'm making myself available. Let me know the reality of the presence of God and beauty, and let my mind be captured by that faith and conviction and possibility, that I may walk in this world with the strength and the vitality that comes from the ego, does not come from human accomplishment. It comes from the presence that is never in absence. So hear this again. You've heard it. This message will repeat. Listen. We're moving from mere improvement of ourselves to unfoldment. The divine idea is already there. So I'm not fighting. I'm yielding. I'm allowing. I'm letting. I'm peppering my days with stillness and quietude, so that which is already there can begin to unfold. And what looks like improvement in my life means that I let go of something that wasn't true about me, or about life, or about the world, you see. And then I'm entering into a brand new frontier. Oh, it's expanded consciousness. It's here. Before I was looking at life like this. All of this was available. Personal revelation, all of this is available. And so I start strong. Start strong when you wake up in the morning. Don't say, well, I got to do a couple of things before I make contact. Start strong. Make contact first. If you just put your foot on the ground when you wake up, just start strong and just give thanks for your life. Surrender to excellence. Say, how can I be of service today to excellence? Start strong. And then stay strong. Do not let your attention be captured by doubt. But say, what am I going to be when I grow through anything? Let your attention be captured by that. Keep coming back to that. In the end, will provide the means for right thought, right conversation, right action, until all your steps will be ordered by the Lord, ordered by the great law of life. You will not be able to work against yourself. Will not sabotage yourself. Do you want to be prosperous? Yes. Do you? Yes. You want to be healthy? Yes. Do you? Yes. Do you want to be happy? Yes. Do you? Yes. Do you want to be in perennial joy? Yes. Do you? Yes. Do you want to be strong? Yes. Vibrant? Yes. Beautiful? Yes. Don't shun away from any of this. Don't say, well, we're not talking celebrity, we're talking divinity. You see? Divinity. You walk and talk with the divine presence and realize your life is significant, or the presence of God would not have recreated you in His image and likeness, because the presence never, ever does a meaningless act. You are meaningful. And so you start strong. Stay strong. Say it, I'm strong. I'm staying strong. I'm strong. I'm staying strong. I am strong. I'm staying strong. Stand up if you can. Stand up. Just anchor this Just anchor this. Move your body a little bit. Just shake off the dust and the grit of the journey. Woo, woo, woo. Now, open up. That heart space open up. The presence of God is for you. There's nothing against you. I want you to stay. Say with me if you will. I'm strong. I'm strong in the Spirit. I'm strong in the spirit of love. I'm strong in the spirit of dynamic prosperity. I'm strong in the spirit of peace. I'm strong in the spirit of beauty. I claim this. I'm available to this. I live from this. All of my needs are met now. I feel it in my bones. It's happening now. The glorious within me is unfolding. And I let it. Let us stay standing for a moment for this moment of prayer. We're taking a stand, a vibrational stand for the presence of God. Just hold the hands of the people next to you, if you will, so that we just magnify the group soul. The group soul is magnifying the Lord, the great law of life. And so we stop in this moment, in this moment of dynamic celebration of that which is real. We give thanks. We give thanks, and we give thanks until thanksgiving is perpetual. It just kind of takes over our mind. In a moment we think not, thank you comes out of our mouth. In a moment we just in revelry, thank you. And the mind is saying, what are you thankful for? I don't know, I'm just grateful. It just takes over our life. We're just so grateful, we're so thankful, we're so appreciative, and then blessings abound. Because we're the rich field of gratitude, and the universe, oh my God, it's going to pour forth so much for us to be grateful for, because we're already grateful. We're starting at the end, and the means happen. So in this gratitude, oh my God, our vision becomes clearer. We begin to see potential and possibilities. We begin to see the face of God everywhere. It's called recognition. It's called recognition. We knowing the truth. Until breath by breath, we're unified. God is no longer out there. And even if it is out there, it's in here. For that which is within here is out there. And that which is out there isn't here. You begin to recognize the presence. And in this bold recognition and bold unification with the presence, the word that is spoken is lawful. Fueled by love, but it is law. I speak that word right now for each of us, knowing that right where we are, there's divine freedom and spiritual liberation. Right where we are right now, we enter into the new frontier of our own expanded consciousness. And we begin to see the delight of the light, the luminosity moving through us in ways beyond our previous imagination. That the divine health begins to reign supreme in our body temple, our mental body, our emotional body, all the subtle bodies shot through with divine light. Light, divine light, divine light, divine light, luminous, I tell you. Oh, we go ahead and just claim. We just claim right here, right now, that all of our needs are met. We don't allow the surface mind to intervene right now. No. We allow our attention to be captured by the possibilities. Prosperity. Harmonizing prosperity. Harmonizing wealth and abundance. Sometimes you're afraid of even saying the word wealth because you think it just means money. Oh, it means not just money, which is good, circulation of energy, yes, but it means everything. Wealthy in friendships, wealthy in opportunities to be of service, wealthy in health, wealthy with possibilities to release our gifts everywhere. Oh, we're wealthy beings. Opulence, elegance, beauty. Oh, the word is spoken for each of us right now. That divine and compelling right action. Hear what I'm saying? It's divine and it's compelling right action, which means we're moved by the Spirit. We're moved by our higher self. We're moved by that which is held in the mind of God about us. It moves us to be and then to do the right thing even if the surface mind is going kicking and screaming. We just gotta be luminous and in the light. So we stand in this awareness. And we're taking a vibrational stand for this. Everyone take a breath. Ah.